Good morning. We are giggling in the studio this morning. Look, it's already started for lots of reasons. One, we're talking the Hot Slaw Festival happening in Cleveland, April 6th. Two, Melissa Woody is here, and she always brings the fun. She is with the Cleveland Bradley Chamber of Commerce. This is Eric, Missouri. He's quiet for a moment, but he won't be for long. He's with Food City. And then the fun was we were about to go on the air, and Melissa goes, oh, wait. We're going to have something to drink.
Yes.
We are talking Hot Slaw, and if you've never had it, it's become so famous that now it's what, Melissa, the state food?
Well, it is thanks to a legislation from Representative Kevin Raper and Senator Adam Lowe. It is now the first official state food. And everybody was like, all these comments were like, Hot Slaw, what is that? What is that? What about Memphis barbecue? What about, we can't help it if our legislator was the first one to think of this. So he was the first one it was his idea, Kevin Raper, to make this a state food.
So Hot Slaw is not hot like temperature hot.
No.
It is hot, spicy hot. Eric, y'all at Food City are sponsoring this festival happening April 6th in downtown Cleveland. Right. And there's a competition, right, for who makes the best?
Yeah, a pro-am.
A pro-am.
It's big doings.
So were you familiar with Hot Slaw before Food City got into this?
I was actually, growing up, I never really liked coleslaw. I wasn't a slaw fan at all, but about 10 years ago, so I tried Hot Slaw, and it's just so different. It was, for someone who doesn't like coleslaw, it's just a whole different experience. So now I can't even look at a hot dog without Hot Slaw, and it's not the same anymore.
It looks like there's mustard in this.
It is. It's mustard based. It's got some some carrots and cabbage, of course, and but it's a jalapeno, give a little bit of a spice.
The jalapeno is the trick. So you're a weakling when it comes to hot stuff.
Well, I am. Now, I love Hot Slaw, but if it gets too hot, I can't do that. But I'll try.
You'll try
all the Hot Slaw.
And
I love Hot Slaw.
And Food City apparently adds a little extra kick to theirs. Is that right?
They bring the heat.
That's right. We bring the heat. That's right. We bring the heat.
That's
okay,
right.
so I'm going to take a bite.
Okay.
I've never had Hot Slaw of any kind, and I want you to tell us about what's happening on April 6th, because it's called Hot Slaw and Art, y'all.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. So basically, it's an arts festival, but y'all, anybody can have an arts festival. Anybody, USA, can have an arts festival, but nobody has a Hot Slaw and Art Y'all festival. So we put our little twist on it to highlight our unique food. What do you think?
Okay, I want you to see my face because it definitely has a kick.
It does, yeah.
I mean, I think it's because you do have real jalapeno in there, so as you're chewing it, you're releasing that heat.
Right.
I think it's delicious.
So good.
I think David Carnes, his eyes would water. He's not a huge
like
hot
me.
fan.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, sorry, keep going.
Well, this is something interesting because you've never tried it.
That's yummy.
In Cleveland, Eric and I grew up in Cleveland, so we thought that everybody knew what Hot Slaw was. I thought that was just a common thing,
right?
Because we grew up with it,
right.
And I had some travel journalists there. My job at the chamber is to promote tourism, and I had some culinary media there, and there were 14 of them, and much of them from southern states. Nobody had ever heard of Hot Slaw.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh my gosh, did we invent Hot Slaw?
Did you?
So we started, we had a movie theater called the Starview Drive-In, and it was kind of the Hot Slaw hub of Cleveland and beyond, because nobody else really, they had a concession stand that everybody says, oh, my mama used to make that Hot Slaw that they had at the Starview, and my papa's got the recipe. And so all of these stories tend to go back to the Starview Drive-In. And we have more than a dozen restaurants that carry it on their menu.
So when we come to the festival on April 6th,
yes,
will it be all of those or some of those dozen restaurants who will be entering this pro-am?
There will be, yes, all or some, and also every food truck that has an entree is required to have hot slaw on their menu.
Oh, that's so great.
We'll also have Food City there with their amazing smoked meats
right.
that they do. They travel, those things.
Is that what you brought
so
today?
Popular.
Is this what you brought?
This is all this meats come off of our in-store smokers, so yeah, you can sample that. And like Melissa said, Tucker, our pit master, will be there with his smoked brisket and pulled pork. And I'm telling you, his brisket is still the best I've ever had.
Oh my gosh!
Is Tucker a Cleveland local?
He
Yes.
is. He
So
sure
does
is.
that make your Cleveland Food City a little bit unique in what you smoke?
I would say so.
Yeah, I think that's part of Food City comes our way pretty frequently. And that's part of the fun, I think, in talking to them, because even though it's a corporation, each location kind of has its own stamp.
Right. I agree.
And I love that about Food
I do
City.
too. I do
Because
too.
if you go to Food City
People-
in Northeast Tennessee, you're not going to have hot slaw there because they don't really probably know what it is.
It's funny you mention that because I've talked to people in Virginia and North Carolina and in different areas, and they don't know what hot slaw is.
Yeah.
It's really localized to our area.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I want people watching with the minute we have left who also don't know what hot slaw is to come up there on April 6th, because first
Yes.
of all, we could take the whole hour and talk about how charming downtown Cleveland is. It's just such a fun place to be.
It is a fun
So is the
place.
whole downtown area going to be lined with stuff?
Yes, the whole downtown area, it's actually First Street and Ocoee Street.
Okay.
So it's a linear festival. It is, we have all kinds of music. We have 3 stages with live music. We have hot slaw booths. We have artists. It's from noon to 8 on Saturday, April 6th, and it's the 3rd festival that we've had.
And
so.
you'll be eating the state food, right?
Yes.
Soon to be, or is it already
No,
official?
it's already the first official state food, hot slaw.
Well, let me tell you something. Now that I know not to be afraid, I'm having a bigger bite, so don't look. There's where you're going to go. Hot slaw and art, y'all.
Ascension Living provides services and amenities to our residents.
It's such a close-knit group. It's